Things like buying carrots and going to the movies and stuff are exploitive and they're exclusionary and they cut out a lot of the world, and we don't have to play the game anymore because we have the technology now to opt out.
Money was always centralized, was always opaque, was always exclusionary, had too many middlemen, too many rent seekers, too many people, quite frankly, benefiting from exploiting others. Finally, we could use the internet to create a financial system that benefited everybody potentially, that was resistant to censorship, that nobody could take control of. That's what the world had been waiting for, and finally it arrived with the Bitcoin network.
You know, I was never interested in all these subjects, you know, there's economics and finance. And since Bitcoin, I became interested, you know. I would still be living in my oblivious way, hoping that whoever's running the system is running it fine, and that we don't end up in the same way that Zimbabwe ended up, where their money became worthless. It's not so much about not having a long-term view, it's just about being educated on this, and the majority of people aren't educated on this.
Can I just go on and say something else that I think is important?
Absolutely.
Okay. If we use a blockchain system, the power is actually where I believe it should be, and that's in the hands of the individuals. We do not need the permission to transfer money between my account and your account. And that, of course, also opens the possibility for things like, for example, fraud and tax evasion and all sort of illegal things. And the responsibility is also in the hands of the individuals, the way I believe it should be.
Why? Why should we have that kind of responsibility?
In all instances, when governments got involved with money, in all instances, without one single exception, they have either destroyed the money or they are in the process of destroying it. So don't think that a politician or a central bank is in a position that you can always trust him. It's just another individual, just another human. And they always make mistakes, and it's inevitable. But ideologically, I also believe that I should have the right to decide for myself whether I want to lend you money, whether I want to borrow money. It's not up to some politician or some other institution to tell me what I can and what I can't do. That's my business.
There exists a definite two-camp divide over whether Bitcoin should be used to facilitate liberty and self-sovereignty, or if it should be regulated to protect users.
Can you give me an example of some of these crazy schemes that people are coming up with using crypto?
There's so many. I remember, but mostly they're coming from South Africa. So in the very beginning, I remember